Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to my Creative World number 5, the 4th, final and full tour edition. I feel as though there should be gunshots. Thank you. So, there have been 3 tours that have preceded this, showing you guys my progress throughout the weeks. If you want to check out those individual tours, get a better look at these things, because this is just going to be a quick overview, then you guys can feel free to check out each one of those 3 individual videos. They'll be in the card system and in the description below. But for those of you that just want a quick look at everything in this world, that's why you're here. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. So, I will also point out that 97% of things in this world do have a tutorial, so I am simply going to point out if something doesn't have a tutorial, rather than if something does. Assume that everything that you can see has one, unless stated otherwise. I'll also tell you guys a little bit about what we're looking at, so on and so forth. So, this is one of my miniature quartz houses, guys. You can find this in my quartz house playlist. If you guys want, it'll also be in the miniature houses playlist. Feel free to check that out. I believe that that is the latest one that I've made, and that was made a long time ago. Moving on down, here we have Doge. Oh, God, Doge. One of the first few memes that I decided to make. I love this guy. I don't know what it is about this guy's face, but he just cracks me up internally. Look at that face. He's adorable. Moving on down, here we have the not so adorable, but kind of adorable pedo bear. Oh god, he's creepy. I really do wish that I used a different color palette on him. I really wish that instead of using black stained clay, I use, like, I don't know, brown wool or something instead. He's way too creepy like that. He looks as though he's emerging from the shadows. Moving on down, where are we? Oh god, this thing's big, isn't it? So, here we have a PS Vita. The one that I actually made tutorial form of this actually has something on the screen. There's some, like, nice light blue cyan swirls on it, as you might imagine from your standard PS Vita device, like on the home screen, sort of like that going on. Plus, this one has some weird dark grey bits, like under the Vita part and near one of the D-pad parts. Well, it's not a D-pad, it's where your square triangle X is. The real one looks a little bit better than this, the one that I showed you guys how to make in tutorial form. Moving on down, here we have one of my wooden houses. This combined 2 elements from 2 previous houses that I made in the past. One was a survival house, and one was a regular wooden house. Very cool, very easy to make, I might add, and I like this house. I'm a big fan of it. Coming on down, here we go. I believe that this guy's name is Mumbo Jumbo, a fellow YouTuber. I can't remember what sort of videos he makes, but I can tell you guys that I very much enjoy the suit. And the mustache. There's something alluring about that mustache. Look at him. Coming on down, this is an 8-bit version of Martian Manhunter, and I believe, guys, that he does not have a tutorial, and I have no idea why. I feel as though that I should have made one already. Or is it too late? I kind of made all of the Justice League members, or I did plan on making the original 7. I think I've only made 6 of them. I haven't made this guy. I should probably do a tutorial for him. Whoops. Coming on down, here we have, I believe that this is my hotel number 3, I believe. You guys told me that this looks more like a hospital than my actual hospital build, which I don't know how to feel about that, but I do think that I do think that this functions as a hotel and looks pretty cool. Moving on down, here we have Star Wars. I think that the version that I made looks a little bit different than this. I think that the tutorial version actually had a bit of, I think I changed the colours or something. I can't really remember, actually. It's been a long time, but Star Wars logo. Pretty cool. Also, you could just make it in black and yellow if you so chose. That would also look good as well, if you wanted to be a bit more standard. Coming on down, here we have one of my many emojis. I can't remember what I called this one. I think I called this like the cheeky emoji or like the winky tongue emoji or something like that. I often don't know what to call my emojis, so you guys would be able to find it in the playlist if you wanted to. Coming all the way over here, here we have the anger emoji. Gah, look how angry he is. I think he's staring right into the back of Steve's head. Either that or he wants the pig. I don't know what he's doing. But this is the anger emoji. You guys, I think that this is on the channel. I don't know whether you guys liked or disliked this. I think you actually liked it. It's pretty close to the actual emoji itself, but it's very, very simple. Coming on down here, we have the Avengers logo, the Age of Ultron version. It's all looking nice and red, my favorite colors. And you guys, of course, can find this on the channel. As I said, I'm only going to point out, or I'm going to try, I know how bad I am, I'm only going to try and point out when something does not have a tutorial. Coming on down here, we have... I love this one. Here we have the scared emoji. I actually made this on a live stream, and we had a good time making this, didn't we, guys? I like this a lot. Scared emoji, one of my better ones, I think, as well. I love how ghastly he looks. He looks literally like he just saw a ghost. Here we have, oh wow, we've got to zoom out for this one, haven't we, guys? Here we have the WWE logo. Huge, irritating to build, and completely worth it if you're both a fan of logos and the WWE. I wish I had the John Cena music to play over this, but I'd probably get copyright stricken, so I'm not going to do that. Dun 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 dun. Moving down, here we have... This was kind of like a take on a suburban cabin that I made. Like, I've made a few cabins in the past out of wood, and I was like, why don't we make one kind of like in the style of a suburban house? I like it, as did you guys. Plus, we have a mushroom in here. I named him Charlie. He's been in here for, I don't know, probably about a month and a half now. I haven't fed him yet. I'm surprised he's not dead, but he's probably feeding off of the mushrooms that grow on his back, which is as kind of like self-cannibalism, actually, which disturbs me. So why don't we just move outside before I turn into him over there? So, suburban house, or suburban cabin. I think this is actually like suburban house number 5 or 6. Now this, I think I actually want to do a nice little rotation of, because this is one of my favorite suburban houses that I've ever made. This is absolutely fantastic. I love this thing. I love every single one of my suburban houses, guys, but this one is very, very special to me. This and the second one that I ever made are my 2 favorite suburban houses. I think that those are the 2 that I've done the best job at. I think that they look absolutely fantastic, and I think that you guys would agree as well. I think that they're the most highly rated. As are my suburban houses. You guys absolutely love them. Took a little break off of making them. Maybe I'll make another one. Maybe I'll make it a little bit crazier. But until then, you guys can just remember this one and number 2, my 2 favorites. That's enough of that. Let's move on down. So we'll also investigate this, by the way, guys. So this is I'm off center. This is Grumpy Cat. I'm getting a little sad looking at him. He's looking directly into my soul. I don't want to look at him anymore. That's Grumpy Cat, guys. But this thing down here, this was made... Oh my god. This was made on stream. This was not made by me. This was made by somebody who hopped in stream with me, a loyal subscriber, and he made these. I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure what they are. That's supposed to be a caterpillar, by the way. You guys might be able to see that. That's a caterpillar that now burrows in and out of the ground, very much like the Loch Ness Monster. Those are sheep that's on top of them. This one floats. This one floats. Yeah, look at his face. And then the rest of these, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. He made this area, and I don't want to get rid of it. Because it's a masterpiece in its own right. A disturbing masterpiece. That caterpillar is freaky, but it's... Yeah, let's move on. Okay, so this is the vomit emoji. You guys were not too happy with this one, because apparently it doesn't exist on phones. But I still like it. I googled it. It does exist, but possibly just not on like Android or iPhone. It was made due to a request. Again, I made this one on stream. Well, I liked it, at the very least the stream liked it, but for whatever reason you guys weren't too into it, so vomit emoji. Here we have one of my other suburban houses. I think that this might have been the last one that I made before I took a little bit of a break. Very standard looking suburban house. I very much liked it. I like the fact that it's very simple to make, and it's kind of like what a suburban house would look like, or at least most of them are actually. I've been pretty dead on with the suburban houses, I think. This is what the last suburban house that I made. I wouldn't say that it's like particularly too crazy or special in comparison to the other ones. I've already let you guys know that number 2 and that one over there, number 3 or 4, I can't remember which number it is. They're my favourites, but I like this one as well. I like all of them. Suburban House. Number 6? I don't know. There's a Suburban House playlist which you guys can find in the description. You guys will recognise it if you want to make it. This is my hospital. Now, I was very, very proud of this hospital. I really like this thing. By the way, guys, fully functional interior in there. Loads and loads of rooms. You might even be able to see it. There's a waiting... Let's take a bit of a look. Okay, so here we have parking bays here. We have like an ambulance bay. This is where you'd come in. To the right here, if we walk in, we have like elevators. Well, obviously we don't have an elevator. We have a walkway that takes us to all of the floors. Looking over into this direction, we have like a waiting area where you'd sign in, where all of the sick people are coughing on you and you went in for a broken arm, but suddenly you come out with meningitis. Here we have a room for a gift shop, and then if we go up onto each one of the individual floors, ladies and gentlemen, if we can find our way up here, we have... Oh my god, come on. Yeah. There we have ourselves some patient rooms, and it is like this until we get to the top floor of this place, and on the top floor we actually have ourselves a helipad, as most hospitals would. And there we go, we even have a helipad, and I don't know, I really, really like my hospital, and you know it's a hospital because it's got a big red plus on it. Let's move on down. So, here we have Craner Commentates, another fellow YouTuber. I like his shirt, never heard of him before to be honest with you guys until you requested him, but I like the statue. Moving on down, here we have... Lenny, please. Here we have a gun. This is the gun emoji, more specifically the revolver emoji. You guys asked me to make it. I like it. Very much works as just a pixel art gun as well. That's pretty easy to make, actually. It looks semi-complicated looking at it, but it's actually really simple. It takes you less than 17 minutes. Moving on down, here we have... Ooh. One of my favourite restaurants that I've made. Here we have Taco Bell, which is... It's a good-looking Taco Bell, if I can say that, if I can toot my own horn. I'm very, very proud of this. I really, really like this. I think that you guys do as well, if I remember the video statistics. Taco Bell, fully functioning interior in there as well. I'm not going to show it you since this is just an overview, but very easy to make, very cool looking, and I don't think that anybody will tell you that this doesn't look like a Taco Bell. Moving on down, here we have one of the, like, wooden cabins. Well, it's not really a cabin, it's kind of like a two. This is one of the wooden houses that I made, that I kind of like, you know that suburban house over there that we can't see over in the distance? Well, it was kind of modeled after something like this, except using suburban materials. This is just one of my wooden cabins or wooden houses. I can't remember what I titled it under. Very cool looking, very simple to make. And if you've got a load of houses like this, if you've got like kind of like a forest little village going on, it would fit very well in there. Looks very cool. Moving on down, this is something that does not have a tutorial. Reason being, you see those Zs? I don't like them. I don't like them. Or Zs if you're American. Zs, Z, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. The letter, they don't look right. I haven't made a tutorial for this because literally they don't look right. This is the sleeping emoji, however, and I'm not sure that I'll ever be able to get them to look right, so we may just never see this thing. Coming on down, here we have a zombie Herobrine. You guys requested that I make this, I believe, over Twitter, so I did. Zombie Herobrine. Coming to you soon. Actually, it's already on the channel. Feel free to look out for him. I think he's under the Mob Statues playlist, if you guys want to check him out. Here we have one of my more simple, more uniform looking wooden houses. I kind of just wanted to make something out of this colour set, and I made this. Very, very uniform looking, very kind of, I don't know, very streamlined. Not particularly creative, but it is a good looking house, and I also messed about with the interior a little bit. Actually looks quite nice in there. We've got a big giant TV, we've got a sofa, we've got a coffee table, we've got a... Why did I put that in there? We've got a hat rack, we've got a hot tub upstairs. Don't know why we have a hot tub. Also this, crystal ball, so we can practice our witchery, and a nice big bed. I think that I like this because of the interior, but there's nothing wrong with this house. It's just a little, I don't know. There's nothing special about it either. It's a nice looking house. It's just not, I don't know, it doesn't set itself apart. Wooden house something. Coming on down, here we have... Oh, Pepe the Frog. Poor sad Pepe. Part of the meme tutorials playlist. The poor little guy. Somewhat difficult to make, a lot of black lines in there that don't make any sense, but you guys would be able to manage it, I'm sure, if you really wanted to make him. He looks so incredibly sad, doesn't he? Moving on down, here we had, and I don't know, past tense, here we have the Spider-Man logo. Nothing really much more to say about this. You guys requested this because, and I don't know why, Spider-Man is definitely my favorite Marvel hero of all time, and I never made the logo. I have now. Harder than it looks to make, actually. There's quite a lot going on. It's quite big. Tutorial for that on the channel. Moving on down, here we have one of my favourite statues that I have ever made. Here we have Steve riding a pig with his diamond sword. He actually looks quite good, doesn't he? He's got his like hand out in front of him. It's not like just straight down to his side, because that doesn't make any sense. And he's got the saddle there. He's ready for battle. Looks very cool, if you ask me. I love this statue. You guys can find this on the channel. Steve riding a pig. I'm sure you'll manage to find it. Coming down onto the next row. Oh God, Isaac, what's wrong? Tell me all of your troubles. Stop crying. So this is Isaac from The Binding of Isaac. This is more of the reborn version. I haven't made a tutorial for this actually yet, but I think I might. Although I just poked myself in the eye. Oh God, no. This is staying in, guys. I poked myself in the eye. I was trying to wipe away the tears that formed after looking at Isaac, and straight to the left eye. Came out of nowhere. Anyway, this is Isaac. I probably have to fix the head. The bit at the bottom, there's a little too much black. But other than that, I think I might actually make a tutorial for this thing. Here we have a petrol slash gas slash whatever you call it in your country station. Very easy to make, looks very cool, somewhat realistic if you ask me as well. Actually, looks pretty good. Petrol station. You guys can find that on the channel if you so wish. Here we have a spider jockey. That's a skeleton riding a spider with a bow. Looks very cool if you ask me. Also, very easy to make. It really is. The spider's easy, the skeleton's easy, the bow is easy. Make it. You'll love it, guys. Spider jockey. Moving on down, here we have, I believe that I called this the embarrassed emoji. You guys can find this on the channel. Nothing much to say about this. Embarrassed emoji. Here we have, I believe that this is Markiplier's avatar on YouTube, or is it Jacksepticeye? I'm messing with you guys. This is PewDiePie's Brofest. You guys have been requesting this for a long time, and since PewDiePie released the game, I figured it was probably about time, if any, to do this thing, and we have a lot more PewDiePie stuff coming up later on as well. PewDiePie, Legend of the Brofest, that's the Brofest. And also his YouTube avatar, obviously, don't get mad at me. So here we have, coming on down, here we have one of my second to last brick houses that I made. Very simple brick house, little miniature thing, made it on a Wednesday, that's when I make my smaller houses if you guys haven't caught on. Very much like this thing, looks very cool, you guys can check it out if you like. Here we have, guys, the zombie pigman, which I finally made a tutorial for. That's right, after God knows how many hours, days, months, years, I finally decided to do a tutorial for the zombie pigman. I also gave him his patented gold sword. Such an irritating tutorial to make, guys. I really hope that you appreciated that one. Moving on down, here we have the Blaze. This is a nice, simple, easy, simplified, did I mention easy and simplified version of the Blaze statue. This has a tutorial on the channel, don't worry, it's not like the zombie pigman. I've made him already on the channel. I don't think that you guys like the fact that he's so simple though, but that's kind of the deal that I was going with. Coming on down, here we have the, what did I call you? I can't remember what I called this guy. Maybe nervous emoji? Maybe nervous, I believe that I might. Yeah, I think that I might have called this guy the nervous emoji. You guys would be able to find him in the emoji tutorials playlist anyway. I'm sure that he's very recognizable from the thumbnail. Moving on down, here we have. Who do we have here? We have the Lenny face. Look at him. Look at him. So creepy. So incredibly creepy. My eye still hurts, by the way, guys. I genuinely poked myself in the eye. And I don't say that lightly. Oh God, that was painful. Anyway, Lenny face, you guys can make him if you want. He's in the meme tutorials playlist. Flip him back over. Oh god, here we go. I'm gonna have a whack at pronouncing this guy's name. So this guy makes tutorial videos, and he also makes like top 5s and top 10s and stuff, like 5 things you didn't know, or 6 things, or 10 things you can do with this. I actually like this guy's channel quite a bit. I believe his name is Magnuson. He's never said it, I don't think, in a video. I've watched quite a few. I've watched like 10, 20, something like that, but I don't think he's ever literally... I don't think he talks in his videos, so it's kind of hard to pick up. Magnuson, I believe. Another YouTuber, you can find him in the playlist if you like anyway. Here we have, this is the angel emoji, which you guys haven't seen yet, actually. This is probably going to get uploaded along with something else, probably sometime this week. So, it isn't on the channel yet, but if you really like this, it's going to be coming out soon. Coming on down, here we have... Got to zoom out for this one. Sometimes these things are massive. Here we have the Challenge Accepted logo. Well, I messed that up. Here we have Challenge Accepted meme. If you guys want to make this tutorial on the channel, quite easy. Takes a while, though it's actually quite big. Meme tutorial playlist. Coming on down here, we have the latest brick house that I've made. This is actually the first hybrid brick house that I've made. This is the brick quartz house. Looks very cool if you ask me, and if you can see that of one in the background, I don't know how far... Oh, yeah, we can. As you can see, it's kind of a little bit based, you can see it next to the pigment, it's a little bit based off of the previous brick house that I made, but I wanted to add some quartz to it. I wanted to make it a little bit bigger, and I wanted to make it a little bit nicer. This is the latest brick house that I've made, brick quartz, very cool looking. You guys can find it in the brick house playlist if you so choose, or just the general house tour playlist. House playlist. Here we have Gold Armor Steve, and I do mean gold, guys. In the latest world tour that I did, I called this guy Diamond Armor Steve, and oh god, did you guys like to make fun of me. I like how we have this relationship, guys, where I say something stupid, you make fun of me. I like it, personally. Gold Armor Steve, already on the channel, you guys can make him if you like. He comes along with, like, I've made Diamond Armor Steve, Adventurous Steve, Steve riding a pig. I mean, if you like Steve, if you're a fan like some of us are, a bit of a fanboy, then you might want to make him. Moving on down, here we have the surprisingly, oh my god, zoom out faster, the surprisingly popular Wii Remote. This is the Wii Remote. It's on the channel. I didn't know that you guys would like this much. Feel free to check it out. Very, very recently posted. Here we have... I don't like that these are all split up. I can do something about this, actually. So, this is PewDiePie. PewDiePie's game, Legend of the Brofist. This is the little pixel art sprite that you run around as in-game. Obviously, had to change him a bit. The shirt's different, the hair's different, but you have to make do. You only have a certain amount of colours in Minecraft. This is PewDiePie. This is Edgar. This is his pug. Follows PewDiePie, runs behind him, takes a hit if you need to. This is Maya. Same thing. All 3 of these, each separate tutorials. Coming on down, here we have, and this is the last row, we can show you all of these in one go. Here we have Marzia. Wonderful, lovely. Not posted on the channel yet, but I have made the tutorial. As a matter of fact, it's just her and the ducks that have left to be posted on the channel, as I'll probably post her and maybe like the angel emoji together, but don't worry, she's going to be coming very soon because I want to get all of the PewDiePie stuff out whilst it's still relevant or semi-relevant. Marzia. Here we have the apparently secret character. I've not played the game for myself because I hate side-scrollers. I don't hate them. I hate playing them on my phone because I've got really clumsy thumbs and it would just be a nightmare with the touchscreen. I need to play it with a controller. That would be so much better. But here we have the duck, 2 little ducklings following behind. No tutorial for this yet. I haven't even made it, but it's going to be coming out very soon because, like I said, I want to shift all of the Legend of the Bro stuff out of the way so that, you know, it's just completely gone and you guys don't have to wait weeks on end for it. Here we have Cry and this weird little snowman thing following behind him. This already has a tutorial out on the channel. You guys can feel free to check that out. Here we have Markiplier, as if you guys needed to be told. Again, tutorial out on the channel if you guys want to make him. We have Tiny Box Tim following behind him. Here we have a chicken jockey, which is a baby zombie on a chicken. Didn't even know that this thing existed, guys. Had absolutely no clue until you guys suggested that I make one, and well, here we are. It's delightful. Here we have, ladies and gentlemen, this is my hotel number 4 or hotel number 5. I lose track. I think that's hotel number 4. Latest hotel, very cool if you ask me, very easy to make, and I believe that this was actually posted yesterday, so feel free to check that out if you guys like. Hotel number 4. I'm almost positive number 4. Quite functional as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see down in the left hand side here, in this little bit, have a reception area. Down in the right hand side here we have kind of like a little waiting area as well. Plus we have all of the walkways to go up into the individual rooms, which can be set out how you guys would like. Very discreet, very cool looking, and very, very customizable if you guys want to make that for yourself. And as I keep saying, very easy to make. It's just, it takes a while to make this one. I'll be honest with you guys. It'll probably take you about an hour, maybe even more, to add in all of the floors and add in all of the glass. It takes a while. Coming on down, here we have my second to last survival house that I made. You guys really enjoyed this, and let me tell you, I like this as well. I'm a massive fan of this style of house, so much so that I made another one of these on Wednesday, which I like even more than this one, I believe. Or maybe not, I don't know. I love all of these kind of equally, my survival houses, but this one and the latest one that I've made are definitely my favourites. You guys can check this out on the channel if you like. I actually have a brand new survival house playlist if you guys want to find that. Lovely, lovely houses. Here we have, moving on down, here we have, where are you? Jacksepticeye's avatar. I believe that this guy's name is Sam. Don't quote me on that. I don't watch Jack's videos, but to be honest, I don't watch too many people's videos. Love this though. Love the design, so much so that I made it above anybody else other than PewDiePie's Brofist, of course. Love this thing. Made a tutorial for this. It'll be out on the channel probably sometime soon. Really do like it. And talking of Sam and Jacksepticeye, who do we have here? This is the final playable character from PewDiePie's game. We have Jack, we have the eye. Sam, hopefully, is his name. There's a playlist for this, PewDiePie playlist. Those are all of the playable characters that you guys have saw now. There's none left. I might be willing to make some more stuff from PewDiePie's game if you guys really wanted me to, but for some reason I have a feeling that you guys will be PewDiePie'd out by the time that all of them are out on the channel. And last but not least, guys, especially not least, here we have Walmart. Lovely, lovely building. I really, really like this. Couple of reasons. Number one, the building's actually quite cool. I like it. I like the colours. I don't know why, but it's soothing. It makes me want to shop. Somewhat functional. I mean, there's parking spaces outside. Easy to make. Plus, I also did the interior. I didn't do a fantastic job of the interior, but I did do the interior. We have cash registers, we have like a produce section, we have like a grocery section, we have a frozen section, we have a clothes section at the back. Very cool, if you ask me. Easy to do as well. All of it, I cannot stress how easy this is. Only thing that I did mess up on, you guys can see on the left and right, those big shelvy things. Yeah, one of them is bigger than the other. Whoops. I didn't mean to. Walmart. Tutorial already on the channel. Check it out if you so choose. Very, very easy to make, just time consuming. I do love it though. Do love it. Fantastic. And that, guys, concludes this week's World Tour. This was the final tour of my Creative World numero 50. We do already have a Creative World number 6, and if you guys want to know what's in there already, there's not too many things in there, but we have a Tesco's, not finished. We have a Starbucks, that is finished. We have a Wii U gamepad, that's finished. We also have a survival house, also finished. So, if my counting is correct, we already have 4 things, and those are all, excluding the kind of survival house, those are all pretty big projects. I'm working on some bigger stuff, unfortunately. I've gotten into making bigger things, I don't know why. Those are in Creative World number 6. I don't know when you guys will be seeing it. Maybe I'll do another Q&A next week. Maybe I'll do a random tutorial video. I'm not sure, but you guys will be seeing Creative World number 6 soon. I'm getting off track, guys, because I'm looking at this thing. I'm still trying to figure out what this is. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did like the full tour, guys, feel free to give this a like, a favorite, a share. I thought that I'd do this for those of you that don't really want to go all the way around the houses and have me talk about them too much. I figured that I'd just give you guys a quick look, just so that you could have a bit of a check out, see what these things are all about, and maybe you'll catch the next one or the individual ones if you want to take a better look, or check out all of the tutorials. There's only like 4, maybe 5 things in this world that don't have a tutorial, so everything else does. Just remember what I referred to it as, and I'm sure that you guys will have no problem. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.